Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. Today we're talking about this Black Crow's Justis. 100 underfoot here with this ski. Pretty darn versatile, but still very unique. Every time I ski this thing, I'm reminded of just how different it is from really all the other skis in the 100 millimeter category, or kind of that range of widths. Metal in this ski, but also just a super cool, playful shape. So it gives this unique just combination of attributes that I always have a really good time with every time I get on these. Starting with construction, the core isn't a crazy material, just a poplar wood core, fiberglass laminates, vertical sidewalls, sandwich construction. What's unique about this ski's construction is we get those two H-shaped Titanal laminates. So full width metal underfoot, and then it kind of extends into what we have started affectionately referring to as kind of like a tuning fork style system. When you're putting that metal along the edges, it's giving you the vibration damping and the benefits of metal, but removing a little bit of weight from here. So pretty cool. I say removing a little bit of weight with some caution because I don't think this is a particularly lightweight ski. Doesn't feel that way in my hand. Doesn't feel that way when you ski it either. This is a 177 centimeter length, which happens to be the length that I really like to ski. And this is 1,975 grams. So there certainly are heavier skis out there on the market, but this Justis with that metal in it, it's not a lightweight ski. I would say, if anything, it leans to the heavier side, but with that, you get a lot of power and a lot of stability. Now, typically when we're talking about skis that achieve that much power, we're not talking about a ton of rock or two, and that's where this conversation gets really interesting in my opinion. So, kind of looking at tip rocker here, it starts way back here, so it doesn't even start where the metal ends, it starts before the metal ends, and same is true in the tail. That's a lot of tail rocker for a ski that's 100 underfoot with this much metal in it. And it's really cool. I really like that Black Crow's has done that. 20 meter turn radius in this ski, which is pretty big. It's not the craziest, biggest turn radius that you'll see, but I'd say it is on the bigger side. And what does all that add up to? A really cool skiing experience. So when you've got this thing tipped up at a high edge angle, it absolutely rips carving turns. Because there's not a ton of early taper in this ski, it's one of those skis where the more you tip it up on edge, the longer your effective edge is and the better your edge grip is, which is awesome. Like really, I think every ski should be designed that way, because it means the harder that you ski, the more angles you create, the more the ski is going to support that style skiing. And that kind of goes the other way as well. If you're riding more of a flat ski, just kind of cruising around with a flat base, look at the effective edge now. So now we're dealing with this ski that actually has a very short effective edge. So if you take it into powder, this thing is actually really, really good. Edge release in powder is super easy. That was one of the first things that I ever experienced on the Justis, was just like bouncing through, like, I think it was like 8 to 10 inches of snow, and the ski just handles it so well. It's got this kind of bouncy, playful mentality in soft snow. Easy edge release, kind of a like surfy, smeary ski. Not as surfy as something like the Nocta, of course, but a little bit of that in this Justis. But then you take it back on trail, or say you're out west and you hike. This is a cool scenario that I've just come up with. You hike to a kind of a challenging line that hasn't been skied yet. It's got a bunch of fresh snow in it. This is a really good tool for that job. And then the run out is just like a tracked out open bowl, and then you get back on a kind of steep groomer. I don't know where we are geographically, maybe Whistler or something like that, but the Justis would handle all of that stuff so well, from this fresh powder all the way down to like ripping a steep groomer back to the bottom of the chairlift. So a really cool ski. I think it's kind of one of those skis that's really best for an advanced expert level skier. It kind of feels like something to me where, yes, an intermediate could ski it. Yes, a lighter weight skier could ski it, but are they really going to benefit from its performance? I'm not sure. I would say that there are better skis out there with similar shapes. Like overall, an intermediate skier is going to be better off on, say, a Salomon QST 98, where those advanced, expert, aggressive skiers can really take this Justis and benefit from its performance and its power. You know, we kind of glossed over flex pattern, but like that's a stiff, powerful ski. So a really, really good tool for a high-level skier. So I'm glad the Justis is back again. It'll be interesting what they do with this thing going forward, whether it just remains the same for years and years to come. I honestly wouldn't be surprised because it's such a cool ski. So that's the Justis from Black Crows. Let us know if you have any questions about it, and we will see you out there on the slopes.